What is up, everybody in the YouTubes? My name is Mr. Box Taco, and today we are doing ourselves a little tutorial, a farming tutorial at that. Yeah, guys. Alright. Oh, I just broke something. There we go. Alright. So, today we are doing a little simple server farming technique tutorial, and that involves a little bit on cocoa bean farming. Oh, that one's not there. Okay. Cocoa bean farms, and also involves wheat farms. Yeah, guys. Alright. So the first tutorial we are going to be doing is the automatic cocoa bean farm tutorial here. Alright, so for a little example, you can see here that all the cocoa bean pods are all fully grown on the jungle tree logs. And with the flip of a switch, all the cocoa beans are all harvested, and they can be collected for storage and replanting and all that kind of great, wonderful things of that sort. Yeah. Alright, so first things first is we're going to want to go towards the area that you want to build, and we're going to go 2 blocks away from the wall or wherever. Alright. Now it's going to go 1, 2, and this is where you're going to place a piston. And now behind that piston you're going to break 2 blocks down, 4 blocks back. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Break a couple blocks this way, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Alright, now here is where in the far back of the floor, you're going to place a block and place a redstone. After that, you're going to put 2 blocks right in front of that and place a torch. This is where you're going to place a piece of redstone and then a redstone repeater. This is going to activate the piston. That way it can push up the jungle tree logs and make it to where it can harvest them. Yeah, alright, so before we actually get to activate this is the part where we have to place 6 logs going up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now after that, we're going to want to place a piston right at the top facing down. This is the part where it will push the things down. Oh wait, no, sorry about that, guys. I meant to say 1 block above it. This is where it's going to push it down, because I just realized that if this was to push this up, it would not work because the piston is right there. I apologize for that. Now, alright, now that we are here, we're going to go ahead and place back the redstone repeater. You can see that all the blocks are pushed back up. Alright, we are going to go ahead and dig back a couple blocks, and right here is exactly where the redstone dust is. This is exactly where we want to be. And from here, we're going to go up 3 times for the chain reaction. So we're going to go 1. It's going to be 2 right here, and then finally this right here is going to be the 3rd one, and right here is right where we are going to dig back and along here, and this is right where the piston is at. We're right where we want to be. Now we're going to keep go back up, place this dirt with a stone block, make it look more appropriate. Now this is where we're going to go ahead and put two redstone lines here to meet up with this block right here right next to the piston. And for a little bit of an example of what's going to happen after that, we're going to go ahead and switch the lever, and it pushes down the piston like that, and it's a little bit of more switch off. This pushes it up and pushes it down, as you saw with just this one is right there. Alright, so this little bit is not completely done yet. We just need to make the little area where we need to activate it at. So we're just going to go ahead and dig back here, find where the connection's at. Oh, and there it is. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put a redstone repeater down. Nope, yeah, that's right, okay. And we're going to go ahead and put a block here, put a redstone there, and keep on going on this way. And now under here, right here, this is where the lever is going to be at, and we're going to go ahead and put a redstone underneath that one. And this is when we are going to push it. There's a creeper in there. Hello, Mr. Creeper. How are you? Oh, I'm doing very fine, doing a tutorial. Alright, there we go. Okay. Now from there, as you saw from the rest of the tutorial there, we flip up the lever, and then it pushes it up, pushes it down. And if we grab ourselves some pods of cocoa beans here, we could do this. And I know they're not mature yet, but we click the lever, and that is when they are harvested. Alright, guys, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to fill up the insides here, making it look a little bit more appropriate. We're going to trap the creeper in there. That is if we can move him. Move, Mr. Creeper. Thank you. Alright, and we're going to go ahead make this a little bit prettied up and all that kind of stuff. Put some glowstone down. You can do half slabs. You can do whatever the heck you want to. So yeah, I messed that up. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. And here we have our own little tutorial of the cocoa bean farm. Automatic, it just takes 2 clicks of the lever and you're able to completely harvest. Now with this you can make multiple lines of it. Just repeat the process, connect the redstone layering to the lever, and you can do all that rest of that kind of great stuff. Alright guys, so now we are doing the automatic underground wheat farm, just as this right here as an example. Now here is where all the water will be coming out. I just added a little half slab there for a little decoration purposes. I mean, it's not really necessary. I mean, you can have it out and just pour out, and it would all work just the same way. So I just switch the lever, and it all falls out and harvests the wheat, and you can go ahead and cut the lever off, collect all the wheat, all the seeds, and all that kind of great stuff. And this is when you can replant and all that kind of cool stuff that happens in the Minecraft world. And yeah. Alright, so first step is to dig out an area to plant your farm, and this will be where the dirt goes, which is like 4 blocks away from the water source. The water source will be right here, which is pretty darn close. Just going to go ahead and keep digging this way all the way over here. We're going to repeat the process along with what we did over there, and we're going to go and break these off here. We're going to place some water. Make sure every area has water, and right there is where we're going to be placing the dirt. Not the water, but like right here, placing the dirt. That way, whenever we hoe the dirt, we will be having plenty of hydration supplied to the soil for proper growth of the area. Yeah. So, let me go ahead and grab a hoe real quick. Grab a gold one, because, you know, why do anything less, right? Gotta have that gold. Alright, this is when you gotta hoe the ground and all that kind of stuff and get all that done and such. Okay, for myself, I like to protect the area around, and this is when the railing system comes along. Oh, I just broke that, whatever. Alright, this is when the railing system comes along, and I like to place a torch to keep a little bit more light, because generally underground you don't have as much light as you would want. So that is when torches and this little railing come along. But yeah, little warning is when you step up on these blocks, obviously when you step down, it'll break the block. Generally, because I had to bounce there again to give the actual example, because you jump 1 block high. Therefore, whenever you fall off the block when you're walking on the rail, you will break crop and lose the tilled soil, which you have to till again, which really isn't that big of a deal. But yeah, alright, back to business. After you do this, you're going to want to go ahead and make a back maintenance room. Generally, it doesn't really matter the height, just it depends on the width towards the back, which I prefer to do about 4 blocks, which gives me about 2 blocks room of walking. Because here, right in this first block is where the pistons are going to be at, so we're just going to go ahead, place a couple blocks at these little entrance holes here. We're going to go ahead and hop on top, put a piston there, jump over, oh, fail. Alright, there we go. Put another piston there, and finally put another piston here. And right next to those blocks, you're going to go ahead and put a couple of repeaters behind them, and then add a little bit of redstone behind those. That'll add a proper sentence to add power towards it. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and add the underground portion, which I prefer. It's better to have an underground portion to make it look a little bit more pretty than having it just run all the way across the ground, because this just does not look very tasteful for anyone. I'd rather have the back to have all the disgusting wiring and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's where that all comes in. And then after a while, I'm going to want to place a redstone repeater facing towards the entrance of the back room. That way you can have a complete run through of the redstone signal. And see, whenever I connected it there, the lever there is switched on. Therefore, the pistons are up and they are ready to be deployed and deploy all the water. Now, from the switch, And as you saw a little bit ago, it turns down the pistons, so I'll just go ahead and switch that. And you see the pistons are no longer right there, they're actually down. Alright, and the water is out, obviously. Alright, now, we're going to go ahead and fill in, and hello, Mr. Zombie. These frickin' monsters are spawning everywhere, ruining all my stuff. I'm going to get a sword. Where's the sword at? Sword. 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 There we go. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and... Oh! Alright, insta-kill. Alright, now as a simple rule with Minecraft, you do not want to place yet another block here, because otherwise it's going to cut off the signal and it's going to run the water down and you're going to get water where you don't want it to go. And yeah. Alright, what I prefer anyone to do is put a slab there. It doesn't have to be cobblestone. It could be wood, it could be smooth stone bricks, it could be brick, it could be anything. Like sandstone, it doesn't matter to me. This is parts of your build, I'm just doing the tutorial for it. Now you can't put one here because then it'll just cut off the supply there. Well, actually, you can't place one anyways because there's the block that's already taken over. Alright, now this second part we're going to go ahead and we're going to place down some stone or whatever block you decided to have, and this is where the water is going to be placed at. I really suggest having this too high thing. That way, just in case you decide you want to have it all the way up here and have it fall down and have it, like when you click the button, it'll go out there or whatever the heck. And yeah. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and take off that little bit there. And this is where we are going to be placing down the water. Yeah. So yeah, there we go. Now the water is placed. We're going to go ahead, excuse me, we can go ahead and place back the stone. And to prevent the water from going down and behind and destroying all your hard-earned work with the wiring and all that kind of stuff, because you know water plus redstone is not a fun time, obviously. I'm pretty sure most Minecrafters know that. So yeah, we just go ahead and place half slabs there or full blocks or whatever you choose to place down. It works out either way. Let's go ahead and place a couple of glowstone blocks here to add a little bit of lighting, prevent any other zombies from spawning, how I did earlier. Go ahead and do that right there, make it a little bit nicer. And from then on, this is where the water will fall down. You're going to go over here, you're going to go ahead and click the lever, and this is where the water will fall down. From here, you can tell with the one with the half slabs, it goes out further and is able to extend further. With the one without the half slabs, it just goes straight down and does its thing there. But this doesn't exactly have to be the way that it has to be. You can have this room a whole lot bigger. You can make it extend more. However, there is a restriction with it. I've learned this through my server plays and all that kind of stuff that I've played on other servers and such. You can only extend this. Well, maybe you can extend it further, but you can extend it up to 7 blocks because. I know that the water saturation reaches up to 8 blocks. If you put water underneath here like that, you just put water there. You can have it extend that way 4 more blocks when you have it over here or whatever the fuck. Excuse my language. So yeah, but the water that comes from here, right, can only reach so far because okay, we're gonna go out here real quick. Okay, we're gonna go out here. Place a water block. See how over here it goes up to this point and then it diagonals off and is unable to reach here, 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 and all those other sorts of blocks and such. That way, unfortunately, with that, it's unable to reach there. So 7 blocks maximum is about as far as I have been able to experience with this. And yeah, so you guys can experiment with this all you want. I don't really care. This is just a little bit of a show of what I do on my servers that I play on, like private servers, public servers, doesn't matter. It's just something that I like to do with all that kind of stuff. So I thought I'd show it off and do all that kind of cool junk and stuff. I know I've been saying a lot of the words at the same amount of time, too much stuff or whatever. But yeah, guys, that's the tutorial. This is the simple farming technique tutorial, the simple server farming technique tutorial, and this is for yeah, this is for that. Alright guys, so that's the end of the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment on below any questions that you have. I may be able to answer them that I didn't cover in the tutorial or whatever. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. Subscribe if you haven't, if you want to see any more of these videos. You can see my other gameplays. And yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.